Mao, Soul the Umbreon. What's up, guys? Welcome to the stream. Payo Trek, are you first? You are third in the chat. Let's see if we're ready to go. It looks like we're all set to go, guys. So, without any further ado, let's get started. And what is up, Payo Trek? Welcome to the stream. Swag Gaming, welcome back. You're first, yes, you are early. You are here very early, Soul. Mao did say something before you, but I'm not sure who actually got to the stream first. But no matter what, you're here in the first minute, so that's pretty impressive. Dylan Turner, what's up? Welcome to the stream. Please be shiny today. I hope so, Payo Trek. And Cursed, welcome to the stream. Brandon the Gamer Boyd, what is up? Welcome to the stream. Your first dude, never mind. What's up? Yeah, what is up now? Welcome to the stream. Yeah, not much is up here. To answer the question, I guess, instead of just passing it back to you. Not much is up here. I spent this afternoon just doing laundry and chores and stuff. Do we have Trico Shiny? Nick, we don't have a Shiny Trico yet, unfortunately. What I do is I alternate between Trico and Charmander every day, just to kind of mix things up a little, because Trico was taking a really long time, so everyone was kind of getting a little bit tired of that. Understandably, just because we had like 24 straight streams of Trico with no luck, and I just realized my camera is horribly out of position. That should be a lot better. Yeah, I just noticed that it was like hanging off my monitor. But yeah, we are all good now. Yes, we alternate between the two. That's why you'll see me switching, even though I haven't caught either. Blazing, what is up? Welcome back to the stream. I hope it's shiny too. Yep. It would be awesome if we could get a shiny this stream. You're still hunting for a Trico? Well, good luck, Swag Gaming. I hope you get it. Do I have an Instagram profile? I don't have a public one. I just have like a private one for following my friends and stuff. So the Trico is cursed. I mean, Emerald in general is just like legitimately cursed when it comes to shiny hunting. Fire Red has broken RNG too, you think? Or are you wrong? Only Emerald. Emerald's the only game that has that issue. Because the issue, I guess, is kind of related to the battery, even though Emerald, it doesn't matter if the battery's an issue or not. Like, the battery isn't an issue if it's dead or not. And Fire Red, Leafgreen don't even have batteries. Like, it's legitimately just Emerald that has that issue, and then Dry Battery, Ruby, Sapphire. So Emerald is cursed, don't play it. But that's the only way you can get Rayquaza. In this gen at least. Would I consider streaming Ultra Sun or Moon anytime soon? I need a 3DS capture card. Right now I can only stream Game Boy games just because I have a way to capture footage from my GameCube, and like there's the attachment, the Game Boy player, that lets you play Game Boy games on the GameCube. That's the only reason I can capture this footage. Like I said, I would need a 3DS capture card because I'd prefer not to be like pointing my webcam at it, because I know I'd move the screen and make it weird, and then I would also lose my face cam. Trico is cursed. You know, that just makes it a bit more challenging then. Cursed. Hey, that just now clicked. Hey, shinies are worth value. You're valuing me. Thank you, Soul the Umbreon. I appreciate that. I value all of you guys as well. But yeah, that's like, shinies are valuable to me, even though a lot of people are like, you know, what's the point of them? They like have no extra stats or anything. What's special about them? But as a collector who doesn't care about stats or anything, the shiny part of it is the only like actually collectible part and the only like valuable thing to me. Honestly, people can get it as Sapphire and Ruby. Yeah, they can. It's just Ruby and Sapphire have that issue, have the same issue as Emerald when the battery is dead. Emerald always has the issue, good battery or bad battery. But if Ruby and Sapphire have a bad battery, they have that same issue, which means that number's like held by the battery. But Fire Red, Leaf Green don't have a battery in them, so because they don't have a clock, so that number is saved like when you save the game, as opposed to just kind of being stored. Who else hates Zubats in every cave? They get annoying after a while. I'm fine with them for like the first half of any playthrough I do, but once I'm leveled to the point that I don't really need to level that much anymore, Zubats get annoying. Especially with the confusion is the worst part for me. People can get it. Okay, I did read that, yeah. What is my favorite, Solgaleo, Lunala, or Necrozma? Probably Solgaleo. Like, I know Necrozma, especially with Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon, is kind of being added more into the main trio, but like, to me, Necrozma definitely wasn't part of the main group this time around, even though, like, the main, like, Solgaleo and Lunala are their own thing, and then Necrozma's its own thing. Someone from Discord helped you complete the 90%. You need 10% to complete it. Traded some Pokemon, and you gave him back to him, but he helped you a lot. That is awesome now. You got some help with your Pokedex. That is fantastic. I'm so glad that you were able to get help with that. Good luck with finding the shiny Charmander. Thank you, X-Rider. I appreciate it. Hopefully we can get some shiny luck tonight. That would be very appreciated by me. The Pokemon collector. I am, like, a massive collector. Yeah. There is no denying that. Your shiny Eevee has the great nature for an Umbreon, and you evolved it into a shiny Umbreon. It is lit. That is awesome, Mau. Shiny Umbreon is just, like, fantastic. You are lit. You are Soul the Umbreon. You are. On every stream, you gave unlucky Rattatas. Here's the correct one. Ah, that was the Shupeyo track. All right. Well, now that it's been fixed, we should get the shiny, like, super quick then. If I could pick an Eevee evolution, which is my favorite? Umbreon. Like, there's no denying it. Umbreon's my favorite. Please look at my Charmander at the rival battle. That won't change anything, Cursed. The summary would show it as a shiny. The only picture that is this right here is the only image that I can't trust. It is, from what I've heard, it pretty much is one big advertisement, Blazing Blaziken. I dislike that TJ Miller left Silicon Valley to go do stuff like that, because he was great on that show, and he's like, no, I'm gonna go pursue, like, bigger and better things, and then he's in the Emoji Movie, and everyone just wonders why he would have ever thought about doing that. Vanillix, what's up? Welcome back to the stream. Swag Gaming, I appreciate hearing that. You prefer Espeon from Umbreon. The ability Magic Bounce is broken. Really? Argon, why is it Japanese Pokemon? Because I own a Japanese cartridge. I don't own the English version. If I owned the English version, we'd be playing it in English. But unfortunately, I only own the Japanese one. Because these are physical cartridges. They're not ROMs. They're not like a ROM on an emulator. You're locked out of your house. Oh no, how did that happen, Vanillux? Maybe the rival's Pokemon is shiny, but that's very bad. I think the rival may actually have scripted Pokemon. Like, I don't know. Well, I guess they aren't shiny locked, but I feel like the rival has, like, specific stats that appear on his Pokemon, which would also include it not being shiny. And yeah, I honestly would not want to see if the rival got a shiny Pokemon. I'll be honest here. It would add more time just to see that we were super close and lost to the rival yet again. You would say something bad, but you don't want to be rude. Yeah, I appreciate that, Memo. Thank you. Yeah. It's always good when people, like, appreciate and try to help keep the chat, like, nice to everyone. And thank you, Argon. I appreciate the wish of good luck. I want to get this Charmander because that way I can have some fun later on and do some more legendary hunts in this game, like the legendary birds and stuff, which I feel would be super fun. But we just have to get a starter before I can do that. Can you buy Pokemon Ruby or any Game Boy games for $10? I don't know if they're that cheap. I guess it depends on who you'd be buying from, what condition the game is in and stuff, because I bought this copy of Leafgreen for like $25, but it was like complete in box, so I like have the original box that it came in. I have all the manuals and stuff. It was in great condition. The like plastic wrap for the game and the cartridge is still in the box. But it wasn't like unused. It wasn't like I opened up a brand new game or something. It had like an old save on it that I actually showed off at the beginning of the first stream. So like I was worried that when I like opened it for the first time, it'd be like, oh yeah, this was sealed, but it wasn't. So, but yeah, so it really depends. Like if you just buy only the cartridge, like no manuals or box or anything, and you're getting it from someone who just wants to get rid of all their old Game Boy stuff, which at this point is pretty rare, you may be able to get it for $10. For the most part, you're probably going to be looking at somewhere around like 20, I would say. The spare key is not under the mat on the porch, and you don't have your actual key. Oh no, that stinks. I've had moments like that before, where like, yeah, the doors get locked when they weren't supposed to be, and like, it's like the second time it happened that week, so the key had already been used and just got left inside. I've had those moments. You like Shiny Charizard? I like it as well. Lucas Gamer, BR, do I remember you? I do remember you. Welcome back to the stream. You'll be back going to a friend's house to watch when you get there. Alright, Swag Gaming. I cannot wait to see you back. Well, here is some pizza. I appreciate it, Blazing Blaziken. I could go for some more food right now. You and Shiny Flygon have football, so good luck. Alright, see you later. I believe you are Adam. Even though your name is Benjamin, you are Adam, if I am not mistaken, and I remember correctly. So, thank you for the good luck wish, and I hope to see you again soon. You have a Milotic breeding with the Ditto and haven't hatched an egg since last week when you hatched 7 eggs. You'll try shiny hunting for a Feebas tomorrow. Alright, Mount, good luck, man. I like even though Feebas is not my favorite shiny, I still like that purple, and Milotic is definitely worth all of the work that could be possibly put into hatching it. You're gonna watch the first Charmander stream. Alright, Blazing Blaziken. Not much happened on it, to be honest. As a too long didn't watch, I can just tell you that most of the stream was spent answering the question, did I catch Trico? Which I expected. You know, we had done Trico every single stream for like a month and a half at that point. And then we suddenly switched, and it was like, it was funny, I even went in and looked at like analytics on the stream beforehand. Like, it got a lot of views the night the Charmander stream went up, and they were all in the last like 5 minutes, seeing if I actually caught the shiny. So I thought that was pretty funny. But like I said, it's understandable, because if you weren't in the Discord, you wouldn't have seen that we had decided that even though we hadn't caught Trico, we were going to go for something else. You're just sitting outside chilling with your cats. I mean, there are worse things you could be doing. Have I tried a Greek souvlaki? It's only made in Greece, and it's very nice. I have not now. I was trying to read whatever you posted right after like the little hand emoji. I somehow thought was related to the L above it in the chat, just because it's how it lined up, and that's why I was reading it. Alan, okay, I got the A. Actually, I got both of the A's, but I got both of the other letters wrong. Can you get a second scale that you can evolve a Feebas into a Milotic and Sun and Moon? Yeah, it's a prism scale, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, it's a prism scale that you have to trade with to evolve Milotic. So like trading with the prism scale, trading a Feebas with the prism scale is how you evolve it in the newer games. And I believe that's actually an item you can get from fishing. Because like when you fish, you can get items sometimes instead of Pokemon. And I believe Prism Scale is one of those, because I evolved both of my Milotics using my like Prism Scale items. What is up? Welcome to the stream. Again, I cannot read the Korean, but yeah, just please avoid spamming. Hi, did you miss anything, Creeper Gamer? You have not missed anything yet, my friend. We've been going for about 15 minutes, just like stream's getting underway right now. Haven't soft reset over any shinies, so that's always a plus. Should you try Shaman in your Pokemon Shuffle? I guess so. I don't know. I didn't see any, like, caps. No. If you're talking about Vanilla saying DS or 3DS, isn't that, like, technically actually, like, the appropriate spelling of it, like, capitalization of it? I'm not sure. But either way, I didn't see as much of an issue with that. Your mom will answer you because she's the only one with a key. Oh no. Hopefully your mom gets home soon so you can go inside. I want to try to speed up like my inputs on this and get this a bit more quickly, you know, just because like I have admittedly, at least for right now, for the first part of the stream, been pretty slow with my inputs. But that's because I know if I get going, I'm gonna start soft resetting before I actually see the Charmander. I hit it twice. It went from 37 to 39 there. Practice ends at 7:30, so you will see the end. Hopefully. Alright, Alan, I hope to see you guys before the end of the stream, and if not, I hope to see you tomorrow. Oh, Memo, you want to have some battles in Pokemon and Sun and Moon? That'd be pretty awesome for some people. I know right now, unfortunately, I can't really because the same internet issue I have with the stream I have when I play do anything online with any of my devices. Like my phone cuts out from the Wi-Fi every 30 minutes. My computer is at least on a good day every 2.5 to 3 hours. But yeah, my phone's just every 30 minutes, and my DS is very unhappy with the Wi-Fi here. If you wish you could battle, but your 3DS is in your house. That stinks, Vanillux. Break the door. There you go. Or the alternative, break a window. Or if you just want to break something that's really impressive and unconventional, just go right through the wall. No door, no window, just straight through the siding and sheetrock. Hopefully you don't hit a stud. I always look back at the chat when I'm trying to say something almost more personal, but that just means I'm looking away from the camera even more. Right now I'm looking at the chat versus the camera that's right there. Oh, and so is your Switch. Oh no! Better break the roof. There you go. Infiltrate from above, and they'll never see it coming. Just catch an Abra and have it use teleport. There you go. OG's with the perfect solution to the situation here. Yeah, that could be an issue, Vanillux, for sure. Oh, welcome to the stream, Ceci. Glad you're able to make it. can't be locked outside of your house if you become the house. There you go. Melody Geniuses, welcome to the stream. Please make Wi-Fi battles on Pokemon X and Y or S on live. If I can do it with only camera and no capture card. I would, like I said, I really would want to have a capture card if I did anything. You know, just because otherwise, like, that's kind of part of, like, the whole streaming thing is, like, that we're a nice community, and I would want to, like, kind of share any experience I have with people on the stream and stuff, and I'd love to be able to capture it. I know I can do it without the capture card and still, like, do face cam or, like, point my camera at it, but that just wouldn't, I don't know, I just wouldn't feel like that was, you know, the best. Like, I wouldn't feel proud of, like, the setup at that point, I guess. I don't know. That might just be being picky. Catch a Metagross or Gardevoir and use Psychic to move the door and put it back where it was again. At that point, just make, like, use Psychic to, like, pick the lock. Why do you have to start moving the door at that point? Pile of Poop, how much have you missed? You have not missed much. We've been going for 21 minutes now and have not seen a shiny yet. As shocking as that may be. Yeah, so we're really just getting it underway right now, and welcome back, Awesome Reshiram. I know you told me a name, but I am sorry. Like I said, I'm terrible with names, I forgot. But welcome back to the stream. Is joined the stream, I remember you from yesterday. I do remember you, by the way. Yeah, like I said, I just don't remember the name you told me. I think it starts with an E. You joined early, yeah, man. We only just now got started. About, well, I guess just now, is in like 22 minutes ago. But yeah, we've still got well over half the stream left. Yeah, over 3/4 of the stream left, even. What is the best movie series? Lord of the Rings. Is that what? I guess that's what yours is. Movie series that I really like. I don't know. It's been so long since I've, like, I say, like, oh, it's been so long since I've watched a movie, but it really hasn't. It's just trying to think of, like, a series of movies that I watched. I can't even, like, tell you the last movie that was in a series that I watched. Like, what could come to my mind would be, like, Fast and Furious, but I know I've watched something else since then, and I would not say that it was, like, the best series of all time by any means. Oh, how did I not even remember Star Wars? That'd be my answer. Did I get Shiny Trico, Jacob Plays? I have not gotten the Shiny Trico yet. Your name is Mike, fun fact. Yeah, I think you've mentioned that before, Mamo, right? You catch Shiny Moltres and you restart. Oh no, Melody Games. That stinks. Your mom said you can't tell people your name, sorry. Oh no, that's completely okay, Awesome Reshiram. I know some people, like, have told me their name, and, like, oh, call me by that, and I felt like you had said that to me, but I'm not sure. I may be mistaken, that's my bad, but it's all good, you don't have to say your name, by any means. Adam Dawson, welcome back. Peo Trek, welcome back. And Swag Gaming, you are also back, welcome back as well. Your school starts on Monday. Come late and start sleeping. That is the appropriate acronym for class. I was so close to falling asleep today, but thankfully I didn't. That would have been pretty terrible to do, especially on, like, the second week. And in that class it would have been extra terrible because it's actually one that I really need to pay attention in. But it was at 8 AM, so I was, like, half asleep the entire class, and I caught myself, like, eyes starting to shut in the middle of it. I was like, no, 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 that cannot happen right now. Her mom's friend is bringing the keys. Vanillux is saved. Do I like watermelons? They're not bad, but they're definitely not, like, my favorite by any means. Do I work besides college? Hyptic, I don't work right now. Generally, I work over the summer. I get, like, internships and stuff, but when I'm at school, I'm a full-time student. Yeah, I'm taking, like, 18 hours of classes right now, which translates to, like, well over being a full-time student, at least according to what my college says is full-time. You are the one that does not need the guts to get respect on the streets. Alright, awesome, Reshiram. Bacon Man, what is up? Welcome to the stream. Do I like Shiny Charmander? I do. Otherwise, I would not be hunting for it. Personally, I do have, like, just a general kind of lack of enthusiasm when it comes to a lot of Gen 1 Shinies. Just because, Gen 1 Shinies, just because, you know, they were kind of made after the fact. At least in a sense, they may have been designed beforehand, but they're like, even their shiny forms in Gen 2 were designed for the Game Boy Color's like kind of lacking color palette, so they just don't look quite as unique as a lot of the newer ones do. Because Game Freak started to have a lot more ability to like customize the different shiny colors as they got into like later games and stuff, I guess. Enigma's shiny luck in the Game Boy games. What luck? What luck, says he? We haven't had, like, any yet. Do I have a girlfriend? I do. She actually is the one that designed the layout. Like, the whole layout behind this stream. Because, like I said before, if you go and look at, like, my first 2 streams, they're both just, like, the webcam, the game capture, and the like, hunting sprite just posted on the screen, and like background's just black because that's what OBS puts as the default background. Did I get the shiny Trico? Adam, we have not yet, unfortunately. J Finger, thank you for the sub. You have to wait 20 minutes till she gets here. Hey, at least you know that you're going to be able to get into your house at the very least. Hi, you are the evolution of what I'm looking for. Well, hopefully I will eventually have you, seeing as I'm going to be evolving this Charmander when we get it, so I will have a Charmeleon, at least for a little bit. Once I get the shiny, I should do a Let's Play using it. So the plan is to do that with Emerald, but I think I'm going to avoid doing it with Leafgreen, just because Leafgreen's kind of just, like, Emerald's the main kind of one, the hunt I'm doing, because I'm doing like a shiny badge quest and that, and like having a lot. I have a lot more plans for Emerald than I do with Leafgreen. Leafgreen's basically an extra cartridge I have I can stream with, and being as it's in Japanese, I don't think it'd make for as good of a Let's Play, if like that makes sense. Because I'm learning Japanese. I'm taking like the 3rd level of it in college right now, and having this as practice for reading would be fantastic. And I don't want to like release a series or do live streams where I'm just sitting here like intently staring at the screen, mumbling like one pakuna seigaku or something like that. Like, you know, I don't want to be sitting there doing that for like an entire Let's Play or a whole stream, you know? So like, if that makes sense, that's why I'm not doing a Let's Play with Leafgreen, but like I said, there will be one, like kind of a hybrid series between like Let's Plays and shiny hunts with Emerald. So that will happen as soon as Trico decides to play nice. But until that time, we are just... This is basically a cartridge where as soon as I find a Charmander, I'm going to play through Leafgreen until I can do hunts with Zapdos, or Articuno, or Moltres. The first Pokemon games, Red and Blue, they have shiny Pokemons, but you have to trade to Generation 2 to see them. Yeah, Curse, they do. I don't think that was ever actually intended. It was just the way they did shinies in Gen 2 worked based off of their stats. So if you traded a Pokemon with the right stats, like the right DVs, it would be shiny when it was put in Gen 2. Gen 3 and up, it's like this extra personality ID that's related to nothing in any way. But yeah, so they added, because that was like, I don't know if an intended feature, but it became a feature of trading from Gen 1 to Gen 2, is that, you know, your old Pokemon could become shiny. I think that's why when they added the Virtual Console, they made it so that when you trade up Pokemon with the right DVs to make it shiny in Gen 2, it becomes shiny in Gen 7 when you move it with Pokemon Transporter. Shiny Charmander or shiny Zubat and Abra? If you mean Zubat and Abra together, then Zubat and Abra. If you mean just like between the three of them, honestly, Zubat, just because Zubat changes the most. You might not be able to watch my streams because your school starts. Hopefully you have some time to watch them. I understand, Mau Mau. I know school's starting back up, and these streams are incredibly late for you, so I understand if you're going to end up, like, having to go to bed too early for them or something. I apologize. I cannot move them any earlier, otherwise, like, I'd have to leave school early to do it. But hopefully you'll be able to catch some of the weekend ones at the very least. Can't wait for the Emerald Let's Play, but you don't think having 2 Pokemon Let's Play at the same time would be easy either. Yeah, that's also true. I feel like doing... Like, if I was doing Let's Plays and they were different themes, like, you know... I wanted, like I've said, and I'm going to start looking into it this weekend with, like, recording software and stuff. I'm considering doing something like... Like, I'm doing that Shiny Badge quest no matter what. That's going to be kind of a weird thing where basically, within like a week or two after doing a successful hunt, like with Trico, I'll release the Let's Play for up until the next Shiny hunt. Because with a Shiny Badge quest, you do multiple hunts throughout the game. And so there's going to be like massive breaks and inconsistencies in the upload schedule for that. So that's like not as much of a series in its own right. But what I'm looking into doing is like a randomizer or like a Nuzlocke or, you know, randomized Nuzlocke or something with ROMs starting with Gen 1 and working my way up through the gens. And that would be its own series, and I'd probably like do that. And if I ended up doing, you know, the Emerald Let's Play along with it, I feel like those are different enough that it wouldn't be weird to release them at the same time. Shiny Magikarp or Feebas? Ooh. Magikarp if we're just talking about those two. Feebas if we're talking about the evolutions as well. You're back? Alright, awesome Reshiram. Welcome back. You're asking your younger brother if he will go to Oak's lab. Why wouldn't he go to Oak's lab? Munch22, what is up? Welcome to the stream. Kareem Warner, welcome back to the stream. Just got a haircut. And Dairy Queen, awesome. I would love Dairy Queen right now. He is shiny. Who is shiny? Male shiny Salandit. Aw, man. The one, like, time that I actually would care about a gender of Pokemon. I haven't hunted for it yet, specifically because I'm afraid of getting 2 males. Because, like, I'm doing a living shiny dex in my copy of Sun. So for me, like, 1 male wouldn't be too bad, you know? One of them's not evolving no matter what. But yeah, if I got 2 males, then it's like, I have to keep doing this hunt until I get a female. I would be devastated. You know, if I got, like, three or 4, like, male Salandits first. Oreo Blizzard. Nah, Reese's Blizzards are the best, though, Munch. Janet Adams, welcome back. Your younger brother Charmander is shiny. I get you now, Kyle. I get you. See you soon. Are you heading out, Adam? I'll see you later, man. Thanks for stopping by the stream. How to check what your friend code is? I think if you click from the 3DS main menu, if you click on like the friend list at the top, which I think is just like an orange silhouette of a person, it shows your friend code on there. What is my favorite professor? Probably Birch, to be honest. You're really craving some DQ right now. I could go for a Blizzard, definitely. I asked someone else. You like all of them, but Oreo's just a personal favorite. Yeah, Reese's is definitely my favorite of them. Butterfinger ones are good too. Shiny on 666. It could be. It very well could be. You're heading out to eat. Might come back. Alright, Kyle. I hope to see you later. Thanks for stopping by the stream, though. When Nidorino evolves, does he learn Thrash? I don't know. Their food is really good. It actually is really good. And for the longest time, I really never thought of eating, like, anything but their ice cream. Granted, like, really long time was pretty much until I was like 10. And then once I had like a burger from there, or it was either that or like chicken tenders, I was like, they actually make some pretty, for fast food, like with a qualifier of as fast food. As far as fast food goes, they make some pretty good food. Jonathan Mora, hi, just sub. Well, thank you, Jonathan. I appreciate it. Reese's for the win. Agreed. Pretty much anything that's peanut butter flavored is going to be my favorite. Can't go wrong with good old DQ. Exactly. It does learn it now. Alright. Charmander isn't going to come until you come back. He's going to eat. Alright, Kyle. Well, come back soon then. Their burgers are really good and their chicken is delicious. Exactly. Like, you know, for a place that I really only think of going for ice cream, like getting, obviously not often, because it's still fast food. It's not bad. David Gamer, what is up? Welcome back to the stream. Do you think it's worth buying a 3DS because you don't have one and you love the older Pokemon games, so you think you'd like the newer Pokemon games? It depends, honestly. Like, I would say if you're going to buy one, and you're like going to buy new, like if you're going to buy new, if you're going to buy used, it's a different story. But if you're going to buy a new one, I'd go for the new 2DS, like the new 2DS XL, because it's going to be the same power as like a new 3DS, but it's going to cost a little bit less because it doesn't have the cameras or the 3D. And the 3D is pretty much useless in every Pokemon game. Even the like higher powered new 3DS, because that's what I have. I have the like new 3DS XL. And whenever I turn on 3D, even when it's not on, Pokemon games still like drop in frame rate when there's a lot of Pokemon on the field. Like Horde battles in Gen 6 and like Battle Royale in Gen 7, just kill the frame rate no matter what you're doing, 2D or 3D. And that's why they took 3D out in Sun and Moon anyways. So yeah, if you're looking to get like one from the store, I would say it's worth it if you want to. It's worth it if you really like enjoy Pokemon. Which, if you're at this stream, you probably do. Odds are you like Pokemon if you've stuck around here. I've enjoyed it. I pretty much only use it to play Pokemon now. I have like a stack of 3DS games, but I still mainly play Pokemon, and I still find it pretty worth it. Yeah, so Liam Brown, we are now at 666s. Hopefully, that'd be pretty funny, honestly, if we got the shiny now. You got a shiny Charmander, and you restart. No! Why would you do that? Stream for an hour or two. I know we'll be streaming for at least another hour and a half. You have the new 3DS XL as well. Yeah, I'm actually looking... when I'm looking on like the capture card that I've been talking about, the one that's like down there, I'd actually probably be looking at getting one that is made in the new 2DS XL, because Katsukity makes those now. Just because I like the aesthetics of it more. All Crobat double battle equals rip frame rate. I mean, pretty much any double battle does, especially with Sun and Moon where the trainer models are shown in the background and stuff. Like, you can just see it like chugging along compared to how the rest of the game runs. Shiny Charmander, I won't catch you. Is that a challenge? You have the new 3DS XL Galaxy style. The Galaxy one actually looks really cool. I just have the bland old like graphite gray. One of the like, they have the gray one and the red one. You know, I have the gray one. And it's starting to show its age. It's only 2 years old, but it's starting to kind of show where the left bumper, like the L button, kind of clicks half the time now. It doesn't register every time, which makes menuing in the PC really hard. It's had a battery issue for a long time that almost destroyed my Sun save yesterday, which was terrifying. Basically thinking that I may have corrupted the entire save because the battery just went nope and shut off from like 100%. And it's definitely scratched up. Challenge accepted. Alright. Your new 3DS XL is metallic blue. Like, all the 3DS colors look really cool, I think. Even though I said, like, mine's the plain old gray one, I really like how it looks. But yeah, some of the special ones look pretty awesome. In Ruby Randomizer, you got Regirock Shiny, and it just Explosion. Oh no. It only has Explosion. That is possibly the worst moveset you could have. That is by far the worst moveset you could have. It's like, haha, I cannot win the battle. Literally ever. You highly respect people with Crobats in Pokemon Go. The amount of Zubats you have to catch, and not to mention how aggravating Zubats can be to catch due to the movements. Flashbacks to playing Pokemon Go, and yeah, that, and whenever a Pokemon just like jump back when you threw the Pokeball, it's like, why? Why would you add that as a part of the game? I will find you, Shiny Charmander, mark my words. You're starving. Well, yeah, I was gonna say, well, go eat, and then I just remembered you're locked out of your house. You found Shiny Charmander on your Pokemon Y? First try? That is awesome, Curse. Your 3DS is metallic gray. Awesome. Mine's like, it's starting to even chip. Like, it's starting to just become black plastic. Because, like, it's pretty much just a wrap over the top of it with the colors. Because it's not actual gray plastic. It's black plastic with, like, basically a sticker over the top of it. But not like a sticker. And it's starting to peel off, and there are a lot of places where it's like, you can see scratches all the way through it, and there are other places where it's just coming off entirely. Because, like, I've taken the back off to replace the SD card before and stuff, and just, like, right around that, like, seam in the plastic is where it's really showing a lot of wear. $670 too much. I can stop the stream if I want. Well, hey, I mean, even if I stop the stream now, which I'm not going to, I just pick it up next time. Or at least the next time after Trico. How do I start a new game? Are you asking how I'm resetting the game like this? If you're asking how I do the soft resets, it's A, B, start, and select all together. Otherwise, starting a new game is just like, I'd click that to start the new game. You guess your 3DS is cooler than everyone else's. What is your 3DS? You have a red XY 3DS. Awesome. Vanilla's outside his house, Creeper Gamer. He got locked out. True, Indy does have the Fire Emblem Fates edition. Ian versus Shiny Reptiles, an emotionally moving story. I'm gonna get him someday. It's a story of determination. You want the Xerneas and Eevee's all 3DS, and the Solgaleo Lunala 3DS. I want the Solgaleo Lunala one just because, like, Gen 7's the first gen that I've, like, actively been involved with since it came out. And I was walking around a Walmart like, at 11 o'clock at night trying to figure out if they were going to release Pokemon that night at midnight. Because I didn't pre-order it, because I tend to try to avoid pre-ordering games, but I just kind of impulsively, like 10:30 at night on like November 17th, you know, the Thursday night before midnight, like an hour and a half before the game came out, I just decided that, like, you know what, I'm gonna go buy it. And so I started wandering around Walmarts, and I saw they had like, oh, tomorrow morning you'll be able to buy the Sun and Moon 3DS. I didn't even realize that was a thing. But that one would have been a cool one to have, I feel. Let's begin with the battle. Yeah, hopefully we'll find... I will find you. No, it's not even hopefully. I'm gonna find you. I got this, fam. Thank you, fam. KFC Bucket, welcome back to the stream, man. You have a friend who has the Galaxy one. Awesome. What is my favorite... What's the best Pokemon remake in my opinion? So I haven't played Heart Gold Soul Silver, so keep that in mind, because I heard that one's like the best one. But that's just... I haven't played it, so I wouldn't know. I haven't even played the original Johto, so I wouldn't know. You see, so Fire Red Leaf Green has the fact that it fixes a lot of the Gen 1 bugs. But Omega Ruby Alpha Sapphire, I'm a massive Hoenn fanboy, so I'm probably going to go with that one. Partially because, you know, Hoenn. and partially because like Alpha Sapphire is the game that got me back into Pokemon after having been out of it for several years. Vinny G, did I get the Trico? Unfortunately, we haven't gotten the Trico yet. You're tired right now and your brain isn't working and you just tried to plug your 3DS charger into your phone because it was dying. That, unfortunately, does not work. The DSi can, if you're very determined. The DSi will charge with a normal phone cable. It's not meant to, but it will. It'll damage both of them, but it would charge. But yeah, no, the 3DS does not do that, unfortunately. Slash fortunately, I guess. Why am I using a Japanese cartridge? Because I own a Japanese cartridge. I don't own an English one. The dealer that I bought it from really only sold like games that they had imported from Japan. And it was the only Leafgreen cartridge, or Fire Red Leafgreen cartridge that I saw in the entire convention. So I was like, you know what, I'll buy it. Best sequel for a game is second generation Pokemon games. Yeah, I mean, that's really the only, I guess Black 2, White 2 are a sequel, in a sense, but the only, like, true sequel is Gold, Silver, Crystal. You will win this battle, what do you think? I mean, the more we go, the longer we go, the more likely I am to win, so. It's gonna be a matter of time, Shiny Charmander, before I get you. There's something about how the trees look in Heart Gold, Soul Silver, something about it that you love. Are they different from Diamond, Pearl, Platinum? Because I know Gen 4 in general, I was kind of like, it's impressive how good it looks for still being 2D. You went to a Smash Bros. Tournament, you got a copy of Fire Red for 15 bucks. That's actually not a bad deal, I don't think. You remember doing all this. 21 Savage, welcome to the stream. Still no effect. Hey, I mean, it's gonna happen, Shiny Charmander. Show yourself, Shiny Charmander. I mean, Shiny Charmander's already in the chat. He's just refusing to show up on the stream. They look way different. Okay. On Amazon, it's 40 to 50 bucks. Yeah, because that's going to be third-party sellers doing it on Amazon. Like, obviously, it's not a Game Freak selling them anymore, or Amazon selling them. And that cost probably includes stuff like shipping, as well as just knowing that if you're looking for it online, you're probably going to be willing to pay more. We're only about 2 gens maximum away from reaching Pokemon number 1000. Yeah, we're actually... Yeah, we are pretty close to that, seeing as, like, there's 7 gens and we have 800 Pokemon, so we're getting more than 100 Pokemon a gen on average. Granted, that's because Gen 5 bumps that number way up with a completely new Pokedex. But yeah, we're probably 2 or 3 gens out from hitting Pokemon number 1000. In your opinion, Shiny Charmander is going to the Starbucks. Shiny Charmander needs some coffee cursed, I guess? You don't trust eBay because that has happened to you before. Yeah, I wouldn't trust really anywhere that isn't like brick and mortar when it comes to buying old Pokemon games, because, you know, they could have like a bad cartridge that, you know, it could be someone who just wants to, who's willing to sell like, the actual casing for their game and they stick something else in there, like, for example, like, you know, they just throw like the Mario Pinball World cartridge into like the casing for a Gen 3 Pokemon game or something. So, like, really, unless you can, I granted I kind of made the mistake, but this dealer's been at several conventions and I trust them. Like, I bought several things from them before and it's always been like legit stuff. So I didn't really have an issue buying from them. But, like, if you can, I would, like, suggest testing your game, like, testing the games before you actually buy them to make sure it's actually a Pokemon game. Platinum for the Game Boy? I don't know when that got brought up. Best site is Amazon. I mean, if you're gonna go through a website, probably Amazon, because most of the time they're verified sellers on there. But if you can do it in person, like you have a retro game store somewhere near you, or like me, I go to conventions, like general like anime and just general like pop culture conventions will have like a dealer's room, and a lot of them will be selling video games. There's a lot of fakes on eBay as well. Yeah, exactly. I feel like eBay is going to be where you find most of the fakes. Because with Amazon, it's more easy to like report a seller. Where eBay, I feel like it's still a little bit more out there whether or not they'll actually be, you know, caught and punished for it. Aside, they may have to like return the money, but they can pretty much just change the name and keep selling until someone doesn't like report them. Be right back, your phone's about to die. Alright, Vanillix, hopefully you can get into your house soon, my man. Shiny Bulbasaur! Well, we hunt you once at the end of each stream. But the chat had spoken a while ago and really wanted a Charmander hunt. Ryan Palmer, what is up? Welcome back to the stream. Where is Squirtle? I don't know where Squirtle is, but I've played through the game with Squirtle so many times that I decided it was either going to be Bulbasaur or Charmander this time. Does anyone know how to start a new game? And what game? In the newer games, you have to reset the save before you start a new game. But I'd have to know which game you're in. Why does no one choose you, Bulbasaur? You did a Wonder Trade battle with the guy who helps you with your decks. And you got a Conkeldurr. I don't even know what that is. And it was the MVP because we only got unevolved Pokemon. You were lucky. Nice. You saw Pokemon Fire Red Leafgreen for like £3 or $5. I mean, I feel like that may be a scam. I would be very cautious of that. If the price is too good to be true, it probably is too good to be true. Gotta save the best for last. Alright. John Lester, what is up? Welcome back to the stream. David Faulkner, that's weird. I wonder if that's like they replaced the sticker on it or something. Because you can like read the code on the bottom of the circuit board, like right above the pins, is unique to each game, I believe. So you can like read that out and check and see if like the game, like put that online and see if it's like the actual cartridge for the game or if someone managed to flash a new game onto it. Which if it was the second one, someone went through a lot of work to have no one be able to use the Pokemon on that cartridge. Shiny right now, Ryan, I hope so. Right now, if this could be the shiny. Bulbasaur is the best of Gen 1 starters, searching on YouTube, and you hate Charmander. I don't hate any of them. I just prefer water starters. And most people in the chat preferred fire starters at the time that I was asking about this hunt. So that's why the hunt is Charmander. Olivia Lewis, what is up? Welcome back to the stream. Oh, it's Alpha Sapphire. I forget the button presses. Is it like XB start select or something? Or is it like LRXB select? It's so, like, look up how to reset save in Alpha Sapphire, which will let you wipe the save off the cartridge before you start a new game. Because in the newer games, starting with Gen 4, you had to delete the save before you made a new save. Otherwise, it wouldn't let you... Like, the new save couldn't overwrite the old one. Up the X. Okay, I was way off in the number of buttons you had to press. It's an older game with a battery. It's 100%. The battery is dead, and you have to replace... For what, Ruby? For which game? Is someone asking about that? Mouse, I get the Shiny Trico. I have not gotten the Shiny Trico yet. we've just been alternating between Charmander and Trico. As soon as I catch one of them, it'll appear up there in that previous capture box, which will be so satisfying to have filled after it being empty for 2 months now. Yeah, Mouse, like I said, I didn't find the Trico. Mega Charizard is better than Mega Venusaur in competitive. Yeah, I would guess so. Dunsparce is so trolly. Isn't it like trolly to the point that that's why it's a meme? Does Venusaur really want to learn a water type? I wouldn't be surprised, because like for plants, I guess it could make sense, but I don't know. Also, how is the stream quality for you guys? Because my stream is, like, the stream from my computer is reading decently, but YouTube is saying it's, like, not fantastic, but I'm not sure if that's on my end or YouTube's end. It's good? Alright, yeah. Yeah, I was just wondering because, like, it says, like, you know, when I'm streaming, it has, like, a stream health indicator that's either green, yellow, or red. And generally when I have, like, actual issues, it goes red, but right now it's just sitting at a... Okay, now it went back to green. It was sitting at yellow for a while. Alright, see you later, Chris. Thanks for stopping by the stream. Hope to see you again next time. Mega Venusaur is better than Mega Charizard X or Y. It learns rock moves and ground moves, and it has thick fat ability. Fair enough, yeah. Oh, no problem, Grenji. Yeah, it was cool stopping by and seeing yours. And again, congrats on that Crabrawler. I'm sorry that I feel bad that I, like, missed it. Because it happened so close to when I left, didn't it? But yeah, I had stuff I had to do, so I can only stop by for a couple minutes. Maybe try to get Bulbasaur, not you. No, my sights are set on you, Charmander. So we're gonna be going for you here. You looked on eBay and brand new Heart Gold costs $250. Some people will sell it for that. That's crazy. I know there was one copy at the same convention. I bought this copy of Leafgreen. Another dealer who sells like English games, but they only sold like DS games and up, so they didn't have any of these. Was selling a complete in-box Soul Silver that was opened, like it wasn't brand new. It was just complete for $90, which was insane. But at the same time, like that has the Pokewalker and everything. And GameStop tries to sell the cartridge for $50 without any of that. Like, just the cartridge, which is, like, legitimately so ridiculous that I wouldn't even consider it. You got your Soul Silver for $90, exactly. Like, it's ridiculously expensive. Alright, Shiny Bulbasaur, are you heading out? I will see you later, man. Just buy them at launch for 40, exact. Yeah, you know, just go back in time, buy it from the launch, and you'll be set. You know, just buy two. Buy two and then sell one for $250 10 years later. What do I think of the new generations of Pokemon compared to previous ones? I like them, you know. I guess most of my hours at this point are definitely in the newer games. Like, the old games have the childhood memories for me, but, like, I started to actually get, like, serious into Pokemon a couple years ago with Gen 6. So, like, I'm not someone who, you know, I'm not, like, a Gen 1er by any means. I don't think, like, obviously the games are handholdy, I'll admit that. But as someone who collects Pokemon in the aftergame, I really don't mind the handholdiness too much. And I really enjoy them. I like the updated graphics and stuff, and having moved to 3D. However, I say that, but I am kind of weary about seeing how it looks on the Switch, because it'll have to be designed with, like, big screen TVs in mind, you know? So we'll just have to see how that one pans out. But, you know, games like Oras and Sun and Moon, I love. But I also love the older games, like Gen 3 is my favorite gen. You got Soul Silver for about $45-50, and that has the Pokewalker and full unopened box. That was it. Yeah, so I mean, it just depends on where you get it. Some people sell it for an actually reasonable price, and some people sell it for an insane amount of money that they really don't need to be selling it for. Boo! Oh. Oh, does this mean you're popping up Shiny Charmander? We'll see. John the Pikachu, what is up? Welcome to the stream. It doesn't learn a Water-type move or Rock Tomb or any other Rock-type moves. Okay. Isn't Hidden Power, like, different, though? Like, I know if the typing of the move becomes that, but isn't it different, though, just because it's Hidden Power? Personally, you love pre-Gen 6, the new ones, you really can't get behind them. You've only beaten Gym 1 and X, and stuck at the first Trio Captain in Moon. Fair enough, Mouse. Yeah, everyone has their preferences, and definitely the move to the 3DS brought about a lot of big changes. Like, you know, there are even things like they made shinies easier to catch and all that, so they changed a lot with Gen 6. And then Gen 7 was a gen that's kind of built around the idea of look how different this game is. So I understand, for sure. You scared me, right? Yeah, you did. Definitely. That's pretty crazy, says he. Still need to beat Moon. You've had it since Christmas. I honestly, I have not beaten my copy of Moon, and I've had it about that long, too. I just occasionally boot it up when I need to do something. I need to actually beat it now, though, because the next thing I need from it is I need to get 2 more Cosmogs, which means I have to play the game this time and another time. And I need to get a second type null, and then I gotta check this again. So I'm paranoid I didn't check it, but I need to get a second type null and a shiny type null and shiny Silvally. So like I have to play through the game at least 3 more times on Moon, and I haven't even finished it once. It would still take a while for that to happen in Charizard, but outspeed and probably won. Oh, you're still talking about Charizard and Venusaur there. Let's play a game. If I write Cha-Cha-Cha, I will get a shiny Squirtle. But I'm going for a shiny Charmander. Maybe this will just be a shiny Squirtle, even though it says Charmander all over the place. Munch, that is awesome that you beat Norman with 0 deaths. And now training for the 6th gym. Good luck, man. As long as you are prepared for those flying types. That was always the gym that I continuously found myself with the team completely ill-equipped to deal with flying types. Like I was sitting there always training like my grass and bug types at that time to like level them up and evolve them. So I'd walk into the gym and be like, oh yeah, this is gonna go horribly. If you say squoo 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 or bulb 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 and get it, oh, what if you say those and get a shiny Charmander? That'd be pretty funny, says he. I just keep reading your name as CZ. I know it says he. You gotta go to sleep in your Pokeball now for sure. I won't catch you today. Hey, maybe you're just gonna be letting down your guard while you're asleep. Alpha Sapphire was the first Nuzlocke you had ever completed. Nice, David. That's awesome. I haven't done a Nuzlocke yet. I'm trying to get one set up, like a randomized Nuzlocke in a Gen 1 to do, which I think would be pretty fun. You could have gotten Absol or Tropius, but no, you got a freaking Surskit Rip, Munch. Rip. Alright, see you later, Shiny Charmander. Hope to see you again, and I actually hope to see you really soon as well. What's my reaction to math homework? It's been a while since I've had a math class, but I don't dislike math. Like, I actually really like math. So, for me, it wouldn't be that big of a deal. You hate Surskit. I actually kind of like it, but I guess, yeah, when you're comparing it to the other Pokemon you could have caught. You hate math. Yeah, I mean, it's the same way that I really, really hate writing, like, papers and stuff for English classes and doing, like, book reports and stuff like that. Like, I was terrible at those. But, like, math and science, that's like, my thing. I guess that kind of makes sense with me being a computer science major and all that. You think you're the only person in the world who doesn't have a problem with multiplying fractions? I never really had issues with those. You just had to, you know, like, it's pretty straightforward to do, you know? Maybe in the beginning it's okay, but now, yeah, you show up that far into the game. It's like, no, I just want. It's like I just wanted, like, a more end. Yeah, I just wanted like a more endgame type Pokemon at that point, I guess. Oh no, YouTube didn't notify you of the stream. Welcome to the stream, Filippo, but removing that message. But yeah, welcome to the stream, man. You got Mewtwo from the GTS? That's awesome, John. Let's try to drink water from a cup with a closed lid. I was gonna go over very poorly too because like the lid's not watertight. So if I kept tilting it, it would have eventually just come out of every hole that it wasn't supposed to, and have just like, you guys would just watch me pour water all down my chest and all over my face. Which would have been probably fantastic for you guys, but it would have made the rest of the stream very uncomfortable for me. What are you doing? You should be shining a Torchic right now. You should, says he. Hopefully you can get it. Be right back in a few minutes. Alright, Filippo, see you in a few. Ever heard of flying type moves? Like I said, I always forget about them until right before Gym 6. In Gen 3. You're making a team for the original Gen 1 games, and man, does any Pokemon have a good moveset in those games. I feel like, you know, Game Freak was testing out the waters and stuff, so there's a lot of, like, weird imbalances and hard, like, not as optimal of Pokemon. Like, they aren't quite designed in the same way as they are now. Welcome back, Vanillux. Inside your house, that's always a good place to be, as opposed to stuck outside. What is better, Mega Charizard or Mega Venusaur? Honestly, I feel like, okay, this is just my opinion, like, Mega Charizard looks better and like a more mega, I guess. Your favorite type is missing nose bird type. Exactly. It is immune to every other type. No, I've messed up and tried and accidentally clicked the S on nickname more times than I should have this stream. Specifically X. Yeah, like I've said before, I know people have like told me the difference, but I just forget X and Y. I can't tell them apart. I think Y is the one that I like better, but it may be X. I just don't remember which is which. Your real favorite is normal. What's mine? Mine's probably dark, honestly. And that comes from back, like, when Gen 3 was the new set of games and I was playing as, like, an 8-year-old, where, for me, I preferred, or I always, like, liked Pokemon that looked like Mightyena and Absol and stuff, so Dark-type was my favorite back then, because, you know, I was, like, a little kid. As a little kid, those, like, cool, like, edgy-looking Pokemon were, like, the best ones. But now, you know, I've definitely started falling for more of the, like, cute and adorable Pokemon. Like, the reason why Rowlet is my favorite Pokemon of all time. But that typing, I haven't had a typing that's, like, stood out to me as having consistently fantastic designs that I've loved over every other type since, like, I had that feeling about Darks with, like, the cool-looking ones. So Dark type has just kind of remained my favorite type by default. Pokemon idea, Pokemon Dark Black and Shiny White. That would be cool. But I know they're probably not going to use a white or black and white again, just as they've already been used. You're a bigger fan of Mega Rayquaza. Mega Rayquaza looks pretty awesome. Your favorite Mega Evolution is Alakazam. Mine is Gengar. I've said this before, but it's almost entirely because of how its shiny looks. Because its shiny fixes everything that was wrong with Gengar's shiny. A Superior has beaten a Moltres. Dang. That's one superior. Oh no, you're gonna struggle now, man. No! Oh, remakes. True. I didn't think about that, yeah. Yeah, because I mean, you know, who would have thought about remakes when thinking about Pokemon games? He says in, like, the most sarcastic tone ever. Yeah, I don't know, like, or Dark Black, Shiny White, or maybe, like, Matte Black and Shiny White, I don't know. Or, like, Glossy White or something. I don't know. I honestly have to see what, like, they kind of... I know, like, the naming conventions aren't, you know, consistent throughout the games necessarily, especially when it comes to remakes. But I feel like I'd have to see what they would name Sinnoh remakes before I'd make a call on thoughts about names for Gen 5 remakes, I guess. What do I think about Amiibos? I don't have any. I don't have any problem with them. I just kind of don't want to get into those because I'm a collector, obviously. There's a reason I shiny hunt in Pokemon, and there's a reason I'd probably go broke trying to buy every Amiibo I can. Queen, we both tried to get that at the exact same time. Personally, you think Gen 5 doesn't need remakes, the games are fine as they are, then again, Gen 5 is your favorite gen. Yeah, fair enough, Mouse, but when I'm thinking Gen 5, I'm thinking several generations off, because my personal thoughts and, like, almost an opinion I have on it, but more of just a prediction of what Game Freak's going to start doing, is remakes are going to happen every other gen. So because aside from Gen 1 remakes and Gen 3, mainly because they didn't know they were gonna do remakes of games in Gen 2. They thought Gen 2 was just gonna be the end of it, and that would be it. But so basically every remake, starting with, or basically the 2 remakes, starting with Gen 2 remakes, is Gen 2 remakes happened in Gen 4, Gen 3 remakes happened in Gen 6, so I'm thinking there won't be similar remakes in Gen 7, but Gen 8 will have them. And then, like, Gen 9 wouldn't have remakes, and Gen 10 would have Gen 5 remakes. Basically, so, like, there actually becomes a good enough time gap that it feels appropriate for there to be a remake, you know? So, like, right now they might not need a remake, but as technology gets better and whatever format the games are in at that point, maybe it justifies it a bit more. Because otherwise, yeah, if we start getting into the situation where, like, if they made a remake every gen, or, like, almost every gen, you'd start getting into a situation where, like, games are being made really close to each other relative to the scale of Pokemon. And I don't think Game Freak would do that, because it wouldn't sell as well if, like, because you can still play. Granted, this was true about Gen 1 and 2 remakes. Like, the system they released for, you could still, like, the remakes released for, with Heart Gold, Soul Silver, no. With Omega Ruby Alpha Sapphire, you couldn't play, like, the Game Boy game on the 3DS. And, like, it kind of felt more appropriate, so I think it's going to be, like, once they move to the Switch, we'll see a remake for Gen 4. Do I like Shiny Bulbasaur? Yeah, I do. It's just, as a community, we decided to go for a Shiny Charmander instead. Good luck hunting by. We'll see you later, Eldorado. Thanks for tuning into the stream. I hope to see you again. Chris Khalifa raid, what is up? Welcome to the stream. Magic Gaming, welcome. Honest Gamer, it is a pretty sick game. Agreed. The only reason you'd think that Gen 5 games would need a remake is if it was kind of like ORAS, where X and Y games needed a little more meat to Megas in the competitive scene and such. Like, I feel like that's kind of what they would do, yeah. But it's like, they're going to happen so far off that it's going to be, people are going to be wanting the remake then. What would I do if I got rated by a popular YouTuber? It'd be pretty cool. We've been rated. I know Apple. The first time I got rated was pretty fun. Apple Codes rated us, and the stream like doubled in viewers, and it was fun. It'd be pretty cool, like, to see like a massive YouTuber saying raid. But either way, raids no matter what are cool. I'm thinking about like trying to do one at some point, like when we get whatever Pokemon it is, when we get a shiny of some kind or something. You have Lugia and Ho-Oh. Nice, Onyx Gamer. I have Lugia on my copy of Alpha Sapphire just because that's the one you can catch in that game. You're part of the Apple raid and you've been subscribed since. Yeah, I know, man. I see you. Like, you're mod on Apple streams, right? Yeah, because I think so. I'm in his Discord now, so I see it. But I don't know if you're I think I've seen you as mod in his streams, if I'm not mistaken. Welcome back, the Woofinator. Gleaming Pearl and Shiny Diamond sound like good remixes. Yeah, I mean, yeah, it'd be interesting to see what they do with that. Because I guess I'd be like, oh, I mean, that'd be cool to see what they do with, like, a gemstone or something. But they already did Ruby and Sapphire, so it's not like we don't know. Voidmaster, Pokemon, Roblox, and more. What is up? Welcome to the stream. How do you become mod? Mainly just if the mods and I become overwhelmed at any point and we think that someone would be a good fit for it, then they would become one. But that's probably not happening anytime soon. And I will just say, in general, asking for mod, like, is kind of one of those ways that you don't become mod. You are a mod on Apple streams. Yeah, that's what I thought. Okay. You love Pokemon. I love Pokemon as well. You joined the Discord? That is awesome, Wolfinator. I'm glad to hear. How long would it take me to get a shiny Charmander? I don't know. We'll see. We could get it, like, right now, or it could take weeks and weeks and weeks of hunting. You never know. That's just the thing with shiny hunting. What would I do for Gen 8 games? I don't know what I would do for those. I know if they come out on the Switch, which it kind of seems like that's where they're leaning, unless they're waiting till Gen 9 to do Switch. I'd definitely stream those, because getting away... Capture cards to record output from a Switch are a lot cheaper than getting ones to record 3DS footage. Wait, I'm on Apple's Discord? I am? I don't talk much. I don't say much at all, but I am in there, yeah. You have a shiny Electabuzz? Awesome, Onyx Gamer. I do not have a shiny Electabuzz yet. I need to get one, though, you know, just to complete my living shiny dex. I should do a Pokemon Emerald walkthrough. It wouldn't be a walkthrough if I did it. Like I said, I'd be doing a shiny badge quest. You have a shiny Oddish? Nice. I wanna be able to do some shiny hunting in Gen 6, where I can hunt for pretty much every Pokemon that exists. But I want to also do that on stream, which is kind of why I haven't done it yet. And a Golbat, nice. I don't have one of those either, even though I can get it in Gen 7. I just have not gone for the Zubat yet. Because even though the hunt probably wouldn't actually be that bad, I'd be way... I just like that kind of stigma of always trying to avoid Zubats. I kind of still hold even when it comes to shiny hunting for them. When did I first find out about emulators? I found out about emulators early high school, but right now we're not playing on an emulator. We're actually using a legitimate Emerald cartridge plugged into a GameCube through the Game Boy Player attachment. So we're getting actual footage out of the cartridge. So I mean, these will be legit Pokemon I can trade up to newer games. You're Brazilian, please play Trinitator Max. So, hey, welcome to the stream, and that is awesome that you're from Brazil. But we are playing in a way, basically. As a shiny hunter, I want to get the shiny Charmander before I play. Like that's kind of that's the point of the stream, is to try to get the super rare shiny Pokemon, which can take a lot of resets. You have a shiny Pikachu, Magic Gaming. That is awesome. For how long am I going to stream? Stream should go on for another 35 minutes. At the very least, yes, we'll still be going for another 35 minutes, going to 7 p.m. Eastern Time. You learned emulators like 8. Your first emulated game was Emerald. Your dad downloaded Raw for you. Nice, Mouse. My first emulated game was Fire Red on my old iPhone. That was back when a Delta emulator was called GBA for iOS. And for me, like, that was like the first spark of me getting back into Pokemon, I guess, because I hadn't played like all throughout middle school, and then high school I didn't really play much, but then like junior year of high school I got back into it a little bit through like playing Fire Red on an emulator, and then from there I tried to start Red on an emulator, but the ROM I downloaded only worked up until the until the rival battle in Oak's Lab, and then after that the emulator just went, alright, thanks for playing, bye. I was like, what? Dang it. Your favorite Pokemon is Ash Greninja. There you go. I still haven't moved mine from the demo to my actual copy of Sun. You should hunt for a shiny Golem. Yeah, man. Go for it. You got a shiny Kangaskhan through Wonder Trade this morning. John the Pikachu. That is awesome. Kangaskhan was an exciting shiny for me because I wasn't actually going for it. I was just trying to catch... Not even like a shiny Cubone. I was just trying to catch a Cubone to complete my living dex. Like not my shiny living dex, but just my general living dex. Like I had a Marowak, but I didn't have a Cubone, so I needed to just catch a Cubone. It broke out of the Pokeball and called for help and dropped in a Kangaskhan that was shiny. And at first I was like, my eyes are tricking me. There's no way that's shiny. And I stared at it until it sparkled. And thinking back, that's like ridiculously lucky, because otherwise chaining for Kangaskhan would have been such a pain in the butt. you're getting tired and you're starting to sleep earlier. You're getting ready for school. I understand now. Yeah, these streams are earlier than they were before, but I know that they're still super late for you. You need to go by. Well, Magic Gaming, I hope to see you again soon. How long is this Charmander going to take? Apple Lord, I don't know, you know. It could take, like, no more encounters. We could get it this time, or it could take, like, months. We've been hunting for a Trico for forever, and that one is, we are still going for that. How long, or, I just read that one. Why is it in Japanese? It is in Japanese because this is, like I said, I'm playing on legitimate cartridges. And the only copy of Leafgreen that I own is in Japanese. And before Gen 6, you could not change the language of your game. At least in Gen 3. I don't know if Gen 4 and 5 had it, but I don't think they did. So, yeah, this game is permanently in Japanese, so that is how we have to play. You have a Sunkern that can learn Endeavor, John the Pikachu. That is nice. Be right back. Alright, Mau. See you in a bit. Did I ever restart the game by mistake after finding a shiny? I have not, JJ. Which is kind of a good thing, because it means we haven't missed a shiny. But it's also, like, dang, we haven't seen any shinies, you know? So it's kind of, it's good. It's better than it is bad, but it's still a little bit like, dang, we haven't seen any. But, like, it could be worse. We could have seen one and reset over it. And in Leafgreen, we don't have the safety net we do in Emerald when it comes to that. I am very nervous I'm going to do that, though. Because it's just muscle memory at this point, you know? Like, go to the summary page, look at it for a second, reset, and it's like, there's a chance that I'll be like reading the chat and accidentally do that, or like talking and not even thinking in my mind, and just be like, oh, it's a shiny, and just hit the buttons faster because I'm more excited, you know? Hunting for a shiny Golem is very hard. Is it? Is there like something special you have to do for it? You have the Raikou, Entei, and Suicune. It took so long. You have them shiny, or you just have them? Either way, it's really cool. But yeah, if you go for those ones shiny, it'd be really difficult. You got a TM of False Swipe, John the Pikachu. That is awesome. Dragonite can learn Fly. Golbat can't learn Fly. Charizard can't learn Fly. This is true. Oh, Dragonite can't. I guess then it was false. The first one was true then. I mean, Dragonite and Golbat, I can kind of in a way understand, I guess. And you're just thinking about the idea of a person riding on the back of one of those. Like, Dragonite's wings just don't seem big enough. But Golbat's just tiny in general. But Charizard doesn't make sense in that way at all. But then the fact that, like, Pidgey can learn it kind of defeats the purpose of Golbat and Dragonite not being able to know it. Yeah, talking Gen 1, yeah. Yeah, in the newer games he can, but... like, in Gen 1 he couldn't. But there were so many... Like I've said before, Gen 1, Aosan, thank you for the sub. I'm sorry if I mispronounced your name. But, like, Gen 1 just mechanically had so many issues. Typing was weird. The fact that you could beat the game by just opening the item menu and hitting some buttons. You know, it was just... It was a pretty broken game back then. You're Brazilian, please play. Like I said, Max, we are... trying to get a shiny Charizard. He's moving on your Fire Red. Well, Fire Red is Gen 3. Scarfy, thank you for the sub. Lolman EX, what is up? Welcome to the stream. Doduo can learn Fly, and it doesn't even have wings. Yeah, like I said, it's... Pokemon moves are kind of weird and inconsistent. Even now. But yeah, Fire Red and Red are different games entirely. In theory, you like Gen 1, Fire Red and Leafgreen are awesome games, but the original Gen 1 games are kind of sucky. Yeah, agreed. Like, I love the Kanto story, and I love playing in Kanto, but I'll do it in Gen 3, because in Gen 1, the game is just so broken. I own a copy of Yellow, and I'm going to do a randomizer in, like, Red, but the games are just going to be, they're Gen 1. They're a completely different thing from every other Pokemon game. And, like, obviously you have to give them credit in the fact that they started a now 20-year-old franchise that is extremely popular worldwide. But you also have to give them that, like, it was the first game they made in terms of Pokemon, so they had no experience with that. So you give them some credit, but it also is the kind of thing where it's like, yeah, I'll play the newer version of it if I can. Yeah, and glitchy. They were very glitchy. Just made yourself a kitty cocktail with a lime. All right, Munch. Do you know the game Last Day on Earth? I do not. There's no running shoes in the original. Yeah, that is kind of an annoying thing, you know, because it makes the pacing of the game super slow. If Flygon has Levitate and he uses Dig, then the opposing Pokemon uses Earthquake. Levitate kicks in. Well, I mean, yeah, I guess it would be weird, but you could levitate underground. You just have to be very good about predicting where the earthquake is moving. Otherwise, you could get, like, body slammed by the walls of the tunnel you've been digging. You'll say this. Technically, it was impressive for the time. This is true. Surprised they could fit the game in the Game Boy cartridge. Yeah, especially, and when you look at like Gen 2 especially. But yeah, like it's a thing of the time, and that's where, you know, that's why I say like I like the remakes and stuff. I like the stories. It's just mechanically, it's the same reason like I always give to Gen 1 shinies. They're in the category of shinies I don't like in terms of like they don't change too much, but it's because like at the time, hardware-wise, they were extremely limited. So like I give them some slack in a lot of places, especially like I said, they were inexperienced with their first game and stuff. Luckily I'm ending the stream earlier, and the streams are starting earlier too. It used to start at 1 a.m. and used to end like 5 or 6 a.m. Yeah, Memo, I know. Like that's you and like Nuno especially. I know it affects Filippo too. Were always very it was always super late for you guys. I know Nuno was asking for them to start earlier, and you as well. And I knew you always had to get off early because it was like super early in the mornings for you. But yeah, if I go any earlier, it's like I'd be starting in classes. It's just the unfortunate effect of time zones. How many subs I get from streams? It varies from stream to stream. Some streams I've gotten like 80 subs, and then other streams I've gotten like 10. It depends on the night, honestly. And it's like, I can't even predict it. It's just random. Who's my favorite Gen 1 Legendary? Probably Mew or Mewtwo. Or Zapdos. The only way you'll play OG Gen 1 is Yellow. Fair enough. It's the only way I've played it. Would I mind if they made another Gen 1 remake? I would not mind. I don't know if they're going to. I feel like if they were going to add Kanto again, they'd add it in story-wise again. Like, I think it'd be more of a they added into like Gen 8 or something, like they did in Gen 2, versus them adding it in as another remake. Just because they have so many other remakes they're making, at this point it'd be like, it's old enough that they could do a remake of Fire Red Leaf Green. Like, they could remake the remakes, but like I said, I don't think they'd do it that way. Favorite Gen 1 Legendary is Moltres, alright. Like I said, I've never been a fan of fire types for the most part. Got Pokemon ringtones, awesome. If you got Mew is your favorite Gen 1 Legendary. After Mew, it's Articuno. Fair enough now. Yeah, it's one of those things where whenever I hear Gen 1 Legendary or Kanto Legendary, my first thought is always the Legendary birds, for sure. The reason why they added it in Gen 2 is because Johto and Kanto are right next to each other. Yeah, and it's also because they planned on Gen 2 being the end of the games. Like, they didn't... At first, they weren't planning on making a Gen 3. Do I like Shiny Charizard? I do like it, Max. I do. Wouldn't mind Fire Red and Leaf Green getting remade. Gen 3 itself and its mechanics are a tad dated. Yeah, I mean, they're definitely dated. There's still the whole physical and special issue. So they could be remade, obviously, but like I said, I don't think it's going to be done as... If they do it, it's not going to be done as a blatant remake. It's going to be mixed into the story somehow. Like, for example, if they had done it in Sun and Moon, where endgame you could follow Lily back to Kanto or something, then I could see it happening. I can see it happening if it's like organic to the story, but I don't see them just making another Gen 1 remake. I think it'd be more of a situation like Gen 2 did. Which, yeah, it only worked the first time because Johto and Kanto are connected. Playing competitive Melee and playing Pokefloats too? Alright. You would love to see Kanto on the Switch? That would be really cool. For sure. Am I ready for Pokemon Gold Silver on the 3DS? It will be awesome, John. I'll probably actually pick at least one of them up. Just because I haven't played Johto before. And playing it on the 3DS would be a pretty convenient way to play it. They should have done a remake of Gen 1 for the 20th year of Pokemon. I think a lot of people thought that, and I was kind of, yeah, like, that'd be awesome if they did it, but in the back of my mind, like I said, if they made a remake, they're remaking a game for the second time. It'd be the third iteration of making Kanto. And I feel like in one way people would be like, yeah, and then other people would be like a little bit disappointed. So it's really, I think Game Freak was kind of in a situation where if they did, they'd be like kind of called sellouts, but if they didn't, which they didn't, people would be disappointed. And I think they wanted to focus more resources on like Sun and Moon at the time, I feel. You'll pick up gold because you love Ho-Oh and Ursaring. Alright, fair enough. You choose Totodile for Gen 2. Probably same. You love Lugia. Lugia was pretty awesome. I prefer Lugia over Ho-Oh. I don't know what the other exclusives are, so I wouldn't be able to choose. Gen 1 and Totodile doesn't match. Are you sure? Maybe they do. Maybe if you just glitch through the edge of the map in Kanto and got to Johto, then you'd be able to catch a Totodile and bring it back. Which team do I like? Team Aqua is my favorite villain team. You're getting gold because you like Ho-Oh and it was your first Pokemon game. Alright. That's fair enough, you know, being able to experience some nostalgia with your first Pokemon game, playing it on the newest system with Pokemon games on it. I get that. I would totally buy Emerald or Sapphire on a virtual console. Fair enough, probably not because I own them, but Fire Red or Leaf Green, if they released Fire Red specifically, I would definitely do. You want a Gen 4 game? Gen 4 games, I haven't beaten one, but they're nice. They're nice for sure. I know a lot of people don't like them because of the pacing, but I still like them. Found the real NES at a pawn shop. John the Pikachu, that's awesome. Like, to find a classic system like that, that's pretty cool. What kind of condition was it in? Was it like in pristine condition or was it all beat up? As long as it works, it really doesn't matter. You can fix the casing, but it'd still be cool if like you found a pristine one sitting in some pawn shop somewhere. I want a Gen 4 remake. Same. I would like one, and I think they're gonna happen. I just don't think they're gonna happen soon, or at least like relatively soon. I guess you consider Gen 8 soon, but I think Ultra Sun Ultra Moon will probably be the end of Gen 7. Then we'll see new Gen 8 games, and then a Sinnoh remake in there. Gen 3 or Gen 4 is your third favorite gen, then third, then fifth. All right. Pokenerd, what is up? Welcome to the stream. You like Gen 5? I haven't played Gen 5. I'll admit, I need to play it. But yeah, I haven't played Gen 5 yet. Cody Scroggins, what's up, man? Welcome back to the stream. And Onyx Gamer, welcome back as well. The Vile Gaming, welcome to the stream. Gen 5 is the best. See, the thing is, Gen 5 seems, at least as an outsider who hasn't played it, seems like it's the most polarizing gen of all time. Like, my girlfriend hates it. But I think Indy's the one who, like, loves Gen 5. You'd like to see a Mega Flygon rather than a Mega Gen 5 tank. Don't remember the name of the Pokemon. Okay. It's Aldino. Okay. The Vile Gaming, thank you for the sub. Pedro Tavares, welcome to the stream. Game Boy 2.0, what is up? Welcome to the stream. Mega Infernate? Oh boy. A Mega Rhydon would be sick. I don't know if they're going to do any more Megas though. I feel like they did them in Gen 6 and then... I know, like, Gen 7 being so different, they kind of shied away from them in general in favor of other things, like the Z-moves and stuff. But I feel like, in general, Game Freak's kind of like, we did Megas, but now let's forget those happened, in a sense, you know? Lovely Ruxray, what is up? Welcome back to the stream. Or Shiny Geodude. I mean, if you get a Shiny Geodude, then, you can get a Shiny Golem pretty quickly, as long as you have someone to trade with. I think, yeah, I am thinking that. I was trying to make sure I didn't get Graveler and a Golem mixed up in my head. You got a Mega Aggron and Alpha Sapphire? Nice job. You don't like Sun and Moon series, Ash looks so weird. As an anime series, I agree. Pedro Tavares, thank you for the sub. You love some Mega Sinnoh starters. Yeah, like I said, I don't know if they're going to happen, though, unfortunately. Sadly, you haven't drawn the Re-Shiny yet. You're close, though. It's all good. I understand. I understand you got other things going on. What's my favorite ROM hack? I haven't played any ROM hacks all the way through, and I haven't played them recently enough to even remember their names. Closest thing to a ROM hack I've played at all recently was Pokemon Uranium. And even that, I only just played a little bit of. Honest Gamer, you just subscribed. Well, thank you. I appreciate it. Maybe it'll pop up above. Maybe it won't. It just depends on your privacy settings on YouTube. I know, like, I make it where you can't see my who I sub to, which means that I don't pop up on streams when I sub. You'd like to see some Mega Gen 2 starters. Yeah, I mean, I'd like to see them, too. Like, not to just be a downer the whole time, be like, they're not going to happen. But, like, I'd like to see them. You have a brilliant, balanced Hackamon's idea. Assault Vest Mega Aggron. I don't know what the Assault Vest actually does, I'll be honest. I've heard about it, because, like, I watched videos. I watched some of the, like, recordings of the, like, Pokemon Championship. And, like, they were talking about the Assault Vest and stuff. I just don't even know what it does, though. You'd love more Megas? Yeah, I'd like to see them. I just don't know if Game Freak's going to do them. Mega Snorlax. It makes it so when it sleeps, it snores loud enough that it constantly does damage to the other Pokemon. It raises your defense. Okay. Alright. I gotcha. Boost special defense by 1.5, but you can only use attacking moves. Oh, really? Be right back, gonna go get a Shiny Geodude. Good luck, Starfy. Hope you get it. Red, Gold, or Brendan? I'd honestly rather to go with Brendan, just because I haven't played Gen 2, or Johto in any way, so I can't really choose that one. And I'm a Gen 3 baby, for sure, like, a Gen 3er in every sense I can be. Hoenn my favorite region. So I'd probably have to just go with Brendan from that point of view. Does Incineroar remind you of John Cena? I mean, I can see Incineroar, so it really can't. I see Vanillix has a favorite there. Gladly. Ian is not a Gen 1. Yeah, I'm not. I'm a little bit too young to have played Gen 1. Gen 1 is like a year older than me. Or not quite. Ash Greninja is your favorite Pokemon along with Talonflame. Alright. The Crystal Girl is better than all three. What shiny am I going to get next in this game? I'm not sure. It'll probably be Zapdos in Leaf Green at least. Emerald, I'm not sure though. Emerald, I may be able to decide what it is, but I may not, so I'm not making any promises on Emerald yet. But in this game, it'll probably be Zapdos, just because I think that's the first legendary I can come across. Do I like Roblox? I haven't played Roblox. Tried to find a shiny Cyndaquil. I can't right now because I don't own any Johto games. You're a Gen 2er. Fair enough, Vanillix. Fair enough. The girl in Crystal is so cool. Alright, yeah. Yeah, that's what Psycho's using on his playthrough of Crystal right now, isn't it? In Emerald, it may be. Ah. The puns. Why don't I fast forward my emulator to make it faster? I'm not playing on an emulator, Onyx. I'm actually playing on a GameCube with the Game Boy Player attachment, so it is a legitimate Emerald or legitimate Leaf Green cartridge. You're a Gen 4, you're not sure? Yeah, I mean, you don't really have to like have one now. Like, I don't really consider myself like a Gen 3er at the end of the day, because for the most part, Gen 1ers kind of used to like talk about people who don't accept any Pokemon game after like Gen 2 or 3. What's my favorite legendary? It would be Rayquaza. You know this grind all too well. Have you gone for it before, Nathan? Yeah, this is the first time I've done this in the Shrika I've been hunting. Basically, starting these streams was the first time I'd ever done full odds hunting. And it has definitely been taking longer than any of my other hunts through SOS method. What color is my controller? It is... I'm borrowing this GameCube from a friend, essentially. Like, I don't own a GameCube, but my friend's letting me, like, use it. But it's, like, a third-party clear controller with blue lights. That's the controller I'm using. Yep. What's my favorite gen? Gen 3. Dr. Galaxy, what's up? Welcome back to the stream. Cyndaquil is your favorite Johto starter. Cyndaquil's pretty awesome. I'd probably choose Totodile, though. Personally, here's all the girl protagonists you like. Crystal Chick, Dawn, and the Sun and Moon Chick. So, do you mean Moon or Lily? Because, I mean, I guess Moon's the only protagonist that you can play as. I don't know, I really like May, just because, I guess, again, because Hoenn. So, that was probably pretty obvious. Still looking after 4 months. Man, I hope you get yours soon. We've been going for 2 months on a Trico, and we just had to take a break. So we've started to alternate between Trico and the Charmander. If I could play any Johto game, what starter would I choose? Probably Totodile. Derpy rides, you know how to get shiny easy. How is that? Totodile squad in the chat. Hey, at least I'm on the side of the squad in the chat this time. I remember one Emerald hunt, everyone in the chat wanted to start a mutiny in favor of Mudkip. You have Venusaur, Charizard, and Blastoise. That's awesome to have all starters from the first game. You wanted to hunt for shiny Bulbasaur in Y after you realized that in order to get Bulbasaur you had to go through a battle and a long dialogue each time you gave up. Fair enough. There's a reason I would never soft reset for Pokemon in Sun and Moon starter-wise. It's a difficult question for you. You love all the gens, and almost everyone used to hate Gen 5 because of the Pokemons based on real-life things, but it brought so many great Pokemon. Fair enough, yeah. I think a lot of that came from they could have gotten away with not having removed all the old Pokemon, but it kind of encouraged them to make new designs, and you gotta experiment, you gotta kind of risk it to find out what designs are really good. So you end up with some that aren't like necessarily as good in a lot of people's opinions as a trade-off with getting a lot of good ones out of it too. To be honest, do you think the shiny hunt is the most tedious? Like the one I'm doing right now, it could be, because you know you have to like wait for your You have to, like, skip the nicknaming, just because otherwise you nickname every time. You have to wait for your rival to pick up theirs. So I can get that. It takes a little bit longer to do than the Trico hunt does, but the Trico hunt, being an Emerald, has the RNG issues about it. Are you the only person who likes Chikorita the most out of the Gen 2 starters? Probably not. Odds are definitely that you are not. But for me, it would be between Totodile and Chikorita. And I just like Totodile a bit better. Sorry guys, I'm normally good about not yawning. Or at least, normally I'm not good. But this stream I had been pretty good, I guess that's what I was trying to say. Use a cheat code. Well then that's not the same then. Been a while since you last tuned in, school's been bogging you down. Fair enough, Rune. Welcome back to the stream though. Glad to see you here. Yeah, I get you though with school. I just started up last week, so the whole reason for like my schedule change like 2 or 3 weeks ago was specifically because of school. But yeah, I got you. I understand. You used to hate it, but now you really like it. Yeah, I guess, you know, tastes change and stuff over time. Especially, like, in childhood, you know. Like, as you mature a bit more, like, every experience is a larger percentage of your life, I guess, and it kind of affects that kind of stuff more. Don't use a cheat code, become the cheat code. Just, like, become so in tune with the game that you know the RNG behind it and know the exact frame to click and get the starter on. Your Pokemon Girls Crush, Skyla, Dawn, Cynthia, Moon, May, Lily, and Hilda. Isn't that pretty much all of them, Vanillix? Congrats on 736 subs. Thank you, Dr. Galaxy. We have gotten that high. That is awesome. We were at like 720 at the beginning of the stream, so that is pretty cool that we were able to gain 16 subs so far. Noelia, what is up? Welcome to the stream. No, Misty. I guess Cynthia's in there, so I was thinking just like playable, but I guess if Cynthia's there, it's not necessarily just playable. Can't even catch you when you sleep. I mean, I gotta find where you're sleeping, Shiny Charmander. Can't catch something if you don't know where it is, so I just gotta find you. Oh, you don't like Misty. I like Misty. Just wait till you reach 1 million. That would be awesome, but I'm not like expecting that kind of thing to happen. Honestly, like I've said this before, but I didn't expect to get like any. You know, I was just like, I mainly started these to like just kind of like show my Pokemon hunts to my friends and stuff, and they just kind of gained traction. For whatever reason they did, you know. You don't like Meganium, why not? I guess, like, it's not, like I said, you know, I prefer Totodile line over Chikorita line, but still. Her Pokemon are too strong for you. Well, it makes sense for you, Shiny Charmander. Like, you just have the whole typing issue. Skyla is the flying-type gym leader from Unova. Yeah, see, I wouldn't have known that, because I haven't played Unova. I remember when I only had 40 subscribers. That was a long time ago. Like, relative to the streams, a long time ago. But think about it. It's impressive how much of, like, how little time ago that actually was, you know? Like, that was less than 2 months ago, which is just kind of crazy. I remember, like my 4th or 5th stream even, I was still like, oh my gosh, to my friends, I was like, we just hit like 20 people, like 20 subs, and that was so crazy. And now I gain, like, I average almost that many subs every stream, which is pretty funny, I think. You also love Elisa from Black and White too? Okay. Where is your brother Bulbasaur? I don't know where he is. I think he got off before you. Oh no! I didn't even select the Pokemon before I tried looking at it. Your worst enemy Squirtle is coming soon. Oh no! Shiny Charmander, you should hide in my bag. That'd be the safe place from that Squirtle. What if Gary's Squirtle was shiny? I don't think the rival Squirtle can actually be shiny. I think obviously he has to have different Pokemon based off of which you choose, but I think he's scripted. I'm pretty sure the stats of his Pokemon are scripted. Squirtle is too shy. Ian, don't treat him like Nebby. I mean, if this was Heart Gold Soul Silver, I wouldn't, but unfortunately I have no choice. What's my favorite game? Not Pokemon, probably Rocket League. Welcome back, Pokenerd. You got a very dank joke, okay. You think Gardevoir's design is okay? I'm not going to finish that. I am not going to finish that. You're back into something. Welcome back, Swag Gaming. Really annoyed, don't want to go, but it is almost midnight for you. You should probably sleep, but you don't know. Fair enough, I understand. I understand, Pile of Poop. Are there Charmander fans? There are a lot of Charmander fans here. Because otherwise we would be doing a Bulbasaur hunt. Alright guys, 777s. Lucky numbers. Maybe this one will be shiny. Because unfortunately the 4 7s wasn't shiny yesterday with Trico. Techno, hello. Not really more of a Squirtle fan. Fair enough, Techno. Fair enough. I'm also more of a Squirtle fan, but I've done so many Kanto playthroughs with a Squirtle that I decided that I'm not going to do that this time. You're new, you just subbed. Well, welcome, Pokenerd. Brand new face, never seen you before, ever. It's not like you were awesome at one point and got a bunch of other people to subscribe. Gotta go. Tomorrow you have to drive for 8 hours. See you later, Filippo. Thanks for stopping by. Drive safe, and I hope to see you again soon. You prefer Squirtle, but Charmander is okay. Yeah, that's kind of where I fall into, is like, I like all 3 of these starters. They're so iconic, and like this was when Game Freak could get the designs like perfect, and there was nothing to be like, oh, we've already done that. So like, I love the Gen 1 starters for sure, but I just like Squirtle a bit more. Even numbers won't give me luck to catch me. Yeah, it's just gonna be my own skill, Charmander. And one day I will prevail. Why don't you like Missy? I don't know, it's honestly just This is personal preference. Roleplays just I mean, they joined the chat. I'm just having kind of fun with it. How long left till the stream is over? I'm probably going to go out to encounter 800, because the stream would normally end right about now, but yeah, we're still on a roll. Aiden Reyes, what is up? Welcome back to the stream. Smoke Panda, welcome to the stream. I do remember you. You were here last night, weren't you? You prefer Squirtle rather than Charmander and Bulbasaur. Same. Same. But like I said, I've played with Squirtle too many times. I want to mix it up some. You'll stay till that. That won't be long. No, it won't be too long. It's 20 more encounters, so like 10 minutes or so tops probably. What is Race Car backwards? It is Race Car. Clashcraft's Clan Royale. What is up? Welcome to the stream. I see Rune is not enjoying the roleplay here. I understand. Did I know Pokemon Uncensored? I didn't think there was any censoring needed for. Do I like cheese? Cheese is pretty good when it is on many types of foods. Rowlet, Litten, or Poplio? I mean, obviously Litten, right? No, it's Rowlet. Rowlet's like all-time favorite Pokemon. Why is it Japanese? Because I have a Japanese cartridge, and you can't change the language on physical cartridges. Just got here. What did you miss? You have not missed much, Cole. We've been going for about 2 hours now with this shiny hunt, and we're gonna be going with this stream until about 8 o'clock. Your personal favorite Pokegirls are Misty and Dawn, but that's just you. Yeah, like, it's gonna be everyone's personal. Like, May is my favorite just because, like, Hoenn. You know, like, Hoenn's pretty much, like, my first games. Yeah, Misty was my first, like, rival aside from, Gary. So it was like the first like nice rival basically, and then when I got back into the games, I got back into it with Alpha Sapphire. Ashcat, what's up? Welcome to the stream. And Serena is the best. Again, I'd side with May. Have I seen the episode of the anime called Beauty and the Beach? I have not. I haven't seen most of the anime. You're a pineapple? Really? That must be hard to type. I mean 800 encounters. Did I say 8? Whoops. Your favorite starter might be Cyndaquil or Poplio or Trico or Mudkip is a difficult question for you. Fair enough, Mau Mau. There's so many of them to choose from. It can be hard to pick just one. Name him Starmander. Pokeplay Smash Bros. We're probably going to decide the nickname after we get the Pokemon. And like Clashcraft Clans Royale, thank you for the sub. We're probably going to have to decide the name of the Pokemon later on and like change it with a name raider. Because unfortunately, you can't tell if it's shiny on that image. So you can't really tell if it's shiny before this moment. And this is where you nickname it. So you have to like skip nicknaming or make the shiny hunt take incredibly long. Just because like you have to nickname it every time. Wait, maybe try finding it in the wild? You can't find it in the wild though. Because it's a starter. Maybe try finding Shiny Charmander in the wild. Well, you can't find it in the wild, like I said, Ashcat. Charmander's a starter, so the only ways to get it are through picking it up from the lab or by breeding with it. How many shinies do I have? I haven't caught any on stream, but I do have just over 100 shinies in total. Techno, thank you for the sub. Come on, guys, he's going to 800 encounters. Let's get him to 800 subs. That would be an insane goal for, like, the last 16 encounters. That'd be, like, 10 an encounter, I think. No, not quite, but, like, that'd be insane. I do not expect that to happen by any means. You found a Charmander in Leafgreen. Well, you would have found it in the lab, or you'd have been playing something that's randomized. Because, like, you can only pick up the starters right here, and that's it. You can't find them anywhere else. You're a water starter guy, even every gen with the exception of Gen 5 and 7, and maybe 4, but Zotera and Empoleon are tied for you. Yeah, for the most part, I lean more towards water types, but Trico and Rowlet are the exceptions to that for me. Smoke Panda, even if like you tell me it's not a bad word, I trust you, but I just, in a sense, I still don't want to say it, just, you know, because I don't know what's being said, you know. What's the most shiniest I find in a day or a specific time period? 3 or 4 in a day, something like that. Where am I from? I am from the East Coast of the U.S. That's about as specific as I get in terms of that. Cheeks the Mudkip is evolving. Oh boy. Maybe just try to ask you will be my Pokemon if I really want. Well, it would be nice. It would be nice if I could get a shiny Charmander. You're from Italy, Magic Gaming. That is awesome. There are a few people who are here from Italy. I don't know if they're here right now, but I do know there are a couple people. As a kid, did you believe any of the Gen 1 myths? Like I said, I was too young for Gen 1. So more of the stuff I would deal with would have been Gen 3. Bryant Rendon, welcome to the stream. What is my best shiny? My favorite shiny that I have, just because it's my favorite shiny of all time as well, is my Lotic. I just love the way it looks on top of it, already having been a really cool Pokemon. You know, like I love my Lotic beforehand just because of how like rare and cool it was in Gen 3. And then having seen the shiny form, I was like, I need one of these. So I SOS chained for Toofy Bass in Sun and Moon, like super quickly. Do I like Mudkips? Yes, I like Mudkips. Roleplay will forever confuse you to the point of anger. Magikarp is obviously the best Pokemon, no doubt. Of course Onyx. Of course. That or Bidoof. Duskull or Spiritomb. Probably Duskull. Do I watch the Pokemon anime or the movies? I haven't watched it at all recently, Sharon. I've considered starting it up again, but that would be a little while off. You just check, my Electric Shiny is pretty good. It's awesome in my opinion, because I love the blue and gold coloring on it. You prefer Duskull? Alright. Techno's on my side. Of course he watches the anime and movies. Like I said, I haven't actually... Yeah, no, I actually haven't, Ashcat. The last time I watched the anime was when I was like a little kid. Basically, I want to get back into it and watch it. It's just... There's so much of it that it'd be a daunting task to start. Am I avoiding you, Memo? I didn't think I was. You're shiny hunting right now for a tail? Oh, nice, Pokenerd. Hope you get it. Think you're gonna change your name to Shiny Magikarp. Alright. Pokerus or trade is needed on slow XP gainers, which is better. Yeah, I guess it would be, yeah. Should you get in the next Pokeball? Get wrecked. You must watch all of them, like catching them all. I know, Ashcat, I know. I really do need to watch it. I feel like of all the parts of like the franchise I need to be involved in, aside from the games, it would be the anime. It's just, like I said, there's so much of it. It'd be a daunting task to watch all of it. Because when I watch like anime or just shows in general, I tend to watch that one show until I finish it. You got the shiny Zapdos. It took you quadrillion years. Well, congrats on getting a Zapdos, Onyx Gamer. The Sun Moon anime is actually very bad. I've seen the art style. I don't like the art style. I like the animation though. Like those sound like the same thing, but they're different. Like, I love like what I've seen, like kind of the fluidity of at least the animation bits I've seen. But the art style itself, I don't like. You're thinking of making a channel and your icon would be Quailava. Should you? I mean, go for it, man. You know, if you want to. What shiny starter is better in my own opinion? Shiny starter-wise, probably Litten. If you're talking just... And that's for all of them. If you're talking just Gen 1, probably Charmander. You don't like the Alola forms of Pokemon? Fair enough. I like some of them, but the ones like Meowth and Persian, I really don't like. Like, Alola Raichu is pretty cool. Alolan Geodude, Sandslash, Vulpix, you know, all those I like. But, like, Meowth is a no-go for me. It just looks too puffy. You're on 50 encounters. Good luck, Pokenerd. I hope you get it soon. Sun and Moon was okay, but XYZ is the best. I've heard that where like, people are complaining about Sun and Moon because like they had just continuously been getting better and better, and then they completely switch up and revert like the style of the show. The quality and the animations are good, but Ash is much better in Sinnoh than Sun and Moon. Okay. If you were to start a channel, it'd be a commentary channel. Your avatar would be Smeargle, and he just looks like a very good avatar material when it comes to Pokemon. Fair enough. I can see that. Just joined. What's up, Jordan? Welcome to the stream. Bryant Rendon, can you get a shout out? Well, there you go. In XYZ, Ash Greninja vs. Mega Charizard was one of the tense battles in your opinion. Okay. David Faulkner, welcome back to the stream. Glad you were able to make it before the end. We're going to encounter 800 here. You got a shiny ball toy on Wonder Trade. Lovely, Luxray. That is awesome. How many encounters? We're up to like 7,800 encounters on Shiny Trico. How much have you missed? We've been going for just over 2 hours now. Which has been about, I want to say, yeah, about 150 encounters or so. Mew or Mewtwo? Probably Mew, just because I'm more of a fan of the adorable types of Pokemon. Both of Ash's Pokemon are water types, which are totally weak to fire types. Of course they're weak to fire types. Like, who wouldn't think that? Fire's so hot that it just evaporates all the water, duh. Sinnoh was your favorite season of the anime because you grew up with it. Yeah, fair enough. See, like, I'm old enough that, like, I said young enough. I'm old enough that I remember watching, like, Indigo League and, like, the very first season of the anime. But I'm also, like, young enough that I never played Gen 1 or 2, just because my parents didn't get me a Game Boy at that point. Have I heard of the Mimikyu rap? I've heard of the Mimikyu rap, no. Two main types. What do you mean by two main types? Like, two favorites? I only really have one favorite type. That's dark, and that's kind of faded away over time. Like, that was back from when I was a kid, but I just haven't had a favorite type since then. Too bad, since you were a Gen 5 baby boy, that kind of crappy anime. Dang it, that stinks. Gen 2 is your favorite gen? Fair enough, Dave Cat. Yeah, I'm just like, I'm in that age range where, like, if you had an older sibling that played video games and stuff, you played Gen 2 as your first gen, because, like, they had the Game Boy already and stuff like that. But if you were the oldest, you know, you didn't get like, anything until the Game Boy Advance. Favorite generation? That would be Gen 3. I just grew up with it too much to not love it. Greninja or Charizard? Greninja, Charizard, or Infernape? Are you people? Probably Charizard out of those. 4 more encounters. This is true, lovely Luxray. We're about to do 796 here as soon as our rival picks up their Pokemon. Dang. So we have 3 more chances for the stream for it to be shiny. To what number do you think you'll get the shiny Taillow? I don't know. Are you using a method to hunt for a Pokenerd? That really affects it. Your favorite shiny is shiny Houndoom because it looks awesome. It has a Mega, and it's a beast in battle. Alright, cool. That's awesome. Yeah, like I said, I'm not a big competitive person, so a lot of, like, the competitiveness of Pokemon isn't really a factor to me as much. That's what happened to you, but with the Game Boy SP. Yeah, I mean, that's... When I say, like, Game Boy, that's... I have an SP. That was my first. But, yeah, so, like... You know, my friends who have, like, Game Boy Colors and stuff, they all played, like, Gen 2 as their first games, but then about the same number of friends, like, Game Boy Advance was their first. Why do I hate Greninja? I don't hate Greninja. What's my favorite gen? Like I said, it is Gen 3. Favorite shiny, yours is shiny Duskull. Mine is shiny Milotic. Favorite Pokemon? That would be Rowlet. Basically, as soon as Sun and Moon promotional stuff started coming out, I knew I was picking Rowlet as my starter. And then, as soon as I picked it as my starter and messed with it in Pokemon Refresh, the adorableness just made it instantly my favorite. You love shiny Houndoom. While it would make sense for it to be red, you're glad that Houndoom rocked this blue color. Awesome. Anyway, awesome. Lucky Rattata for you, dude. You're not kidding. Thank you, shiny Charmander. I could go with the luck for these last 2 encounters. How long are we going to stream? You might stay, you don't know. We're going for 2 more encounters. So, basically, we have this encounter, encounter 800, and then we're going to be wrapping up the stream with that normal Bulbasaur encounter. Favorite shiny is Greninja. Alright, Jordan, that's awesome. You got it on 77 encounters. Dude, that is crazy, Pokenerd. That is awesome. Jordan Miller, your first shiny was a Voltorb. I'm trying to make sure I was clicking the right button. You didn't know what shinies were at the time, so you thought that your game was glitched when you saw the blue. I feel like that's what I would have done as a kid. Like, I'd have been like, oh, it's a glitch. Or been like, oh, it's a special Pokemon. Which would have been right, but I've been like, that gives me more experience when I KO it, which is incredibly wrong. So I would have, like, instantly KO'd it. But alright, guys, we are on encounter 800 for this Charmander, so let's see what it is before we start wrapping up the stream tonight. And to answer the question one last time, why am I on a Japanese cartridge? Just because that's the cartridge I own. If I owned an English cartridge, I would be playing an English cartridge. But the only one that the dealer that I bought it from was selling was in Japanese, because they mainly sold imported games. Herald Vang, well, welcome, and thank you for that compliment. I appreciate it. Sorry for a little spam from Shiny Charmander account. Anyway, have a nice day, dude. Arbopeo Trek, thank you, man. It was kind of fun to mess around there. But guys, 800 wasn't shiny, so we're gonna do that one last encounter, like I promised with the Bulbasaur, while I wrap up the stream. So yeah, I want to say, thanks to everyone that tuned into the stream, and talked in the chat. That makes these streams so much more enjoyable, is when I have you guys to talk to. And again, just thank you, again, like I said, everyone in chat, as well as to everyone that likes and subscribes, because that helps the channel grow. Obviously, subscribers is how the channel grows. But so it helps the channel grow, and likes, help more people see the video. And it just means a lot to see how much you guys enjoy these as well as I do. So, Pilot, hope you can finally sleep. Yep, well, we got a moment of truth here, guys. So, let's see if we get a shiny Bulbasaur. And we did not. So, we did not get a shiny tonight, unfortunately. The drought continues. And I will see you all again tomorrow with a Trico hunt. So, until then, take care, guys.